Here we go! And we're live! I don't know if I went live. I might have been live when I was just standing there like this for like a second. It might have looked like. But here we are. We're live. To all those tuning in, thank you so much. All those watching the replay of this stream, thank you so much. There's something I was meant to mention yesterday, but I forgot to mention. I'm a bad streamer over here, forgetting to mention this. We have now been able to add members to the channel. On Twitch, there's subs, and on YouTube, there's members. And I just was able to add memberships to the channel. Those are up on the channel now. If you're interested, I made 3 different levels of them. There's Trainer, Champion, and Master. Pokemon Trainer, Pokemon Champion, Pokemon Master, like Red and Ash. Those are the ones that are on the channel if you're interested in those. First link down below in the description. And also, too, on the bottom right of the chat symbol, there's like I think it's just a $sign or next to the emoji sign or something like that. You can click it over there and join that if you are interested. I'll be doing some stuff with the members in regards to that in the future. One thing I was thinking is a lot of people have been asking to do the pink slip battles. And so I was thinking maybe the new members get priority for the pink slip battles we do and that stuff. So the pink slip battles, for those who don't know, is we battle each other, best of 3, VGC, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We both put up a shiny. Winner gets the loser's shiny. So I might do that as to do something special for some of the members on the channel if anyone would be interested in joining. But that's just something I wanted to mention here at the start. I didn't think of it till we streamed yesterday for like a little bit. I didn't think about it till like probably the last like 10 minutes of the stream. I'm like, oh shoot, this is something new we got here. I was meant to mention this on the channel, so I gotta start off the stream today by bringing it up, and I just wanted to mention that here at the start. But today, we are back shiny hunting Munchlax once again. Yesterday, during our hunt for this shiny little fatty, we found a shiny Hoot Hoot, which literally, as I was saying, at the start of the shiny hunt for Munchlax, when we started using the Herba Mystica sandwich, I'm like, if we find any other shiny Pokemon, I mean, I'd be cool with the Hoot Hoot, because shiny Noctowl would be awesome, then we could build Ash's team from Johto. Well, we did find a shiny Hoot Hoot yesterday, and spoiler alert, we don't have it anymore, because I have autosave off. I didn't save the game, turned it off, because unfortunately, with the remainder of that sandwich, I did not manage to find a shiny Munchlax. What I did find was that shiny Hoot Hoot had about 13 minutes left on the sandwich, if I'm not mistaken. And then, unfortunately, by the time the sandwich ended, I didn't have a shiny Munchlax. I'm like, what do I want more? Shiny Noctowl or shiny Fatty Lax? I'm like, shiny Fatty Lax. So, I turned off the game, or, what's the word you say? I closed out of the game. Closed out. Is it? Hang on. Because I didn't restart the console. I didn't turn anything off. I just closed. I think closed out of the game is the proper terminology to use there. I closed out of the game, fired it back up, made another sandwich, and we were off and running once again. We haven't found the shiny Munchlax yet. It has taken a little bit. And I will note, dude, we've done... I think we've done at least 4 Herba Mystica sandwiches so far. We haven't found any shiny Munchlax. We've only found one shiny, that one being that Hoot Hoot yesterday. So hopefully today is different. I'll fire up the game right now. As this is firing up, show you guys this screen. Let me make sure the audio's in check. All good to go. Fire that up real quick. Let's check. All good to go. Fire that up real quick. Let's check. Sounds good to me, and we're off and running. Okay. That's going. Got my... Everything's... You know what? I haven't gone into Pokemon Go... I'm lacking right now. Dude, like... I started doing those Pokemon Go streams. I don't think I've caught anything for the past 2 days. Oh my god, there's a Munchlax trotting across the screen right there. Imagine that thing was shiny. Is this new in Pokemon Go? Is that a new stop? Oh my god. There's so much happening. There's a new stop by me in Pokemon Go. Oh my god, there's a legendary raid hatching in 6 seconds. What's the legendary raid? You guys see this, though? What's the name of this thing, even? Chinchou. Oh, it's not like that anymore. Chinchou spawned, and it was just glowing. Like, the ground under it was glowing as if the light was actually there. Excuse me. That's a cool detail I didn't know was in the game. Dude, do I have Adventure Sync off? I feel like I'm... Advanced settings. Where's Adventure Sync? I don't know why. Did they get rid of Adventure Sync? I thought it was advanced settings. Remember last Pokeball used open gifts, refresh game data, native refresh rate, download all assets, and delete account. Do not want to click delete account. I don't know. Maybe it's... Because I feel like normally I would have hatched this egg by now. I'm almost at level 43, guys. I'm climbing. I'm at 8.7 million XP. Need 9 million to level up. But that is for a different topic on a different day. We'll be doing more of those streams this weekend for sure. What we're doing right now is firing up a sandwich. Here we go. I think I got it memorized this time. I think I have memorized what I need to do. Picnic set, would you like to do? Make a sandwich. And here's what I want to do. Creative mode. It was 1 cucumber, 1 pickle, 3 tofu, and 2 of the Herba Mystica. I think this was the sandwich, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, if not, we can just restart it again. It's no big deal. But here we go with the placing this stupid tofu. You know, I always put the middle one first. Let me start on the left and work our way to the right. Oh, good lord. For those that may be tuning in, or just seeing this, thinking, why is this guy struggling to make a sandwich? This is harder than it looks, I assure you. We're locked in right here. Oh. Dude, I have an idea for the streams for the Pokemon Go. Because we had the time change. And so, like, dude, I'm getting home from school and it's dark out. It gets dark at like 4:20 to 4:45 is like when it gets dark out now. It's absurd. And so what I was thinking, I'm like, well, if I ever decide to do a daily instance during the week, obviously we're going to stream it. Because I think every time we do the daily instance now, we're going to be streaming that thing. And I was thinking that I should do a nighttime one. I think that'd be fun. You guys won't be able to see me at all. It'll just be the glow from the screen illuminating my face. But I think that'd be cool to do, a nighttime one. If I'm being honest, I sit at my desk and I'll have the windows open. Or I would have the... No, I had the window open last week, so it was nice out last week. And because I did hear this last week. There's coyotes out there, dude. And I'll hear them like... Oh, they're like yipping and yelling and howling. It's like... It sounds like there's a whole group of them. Which I thought coyotes were like... solo dudes. I thought they didn't hang out with others. It's not like there's a whole squad of them out there yelling. So I'm like... Imagine we're out looking for... or doing the daily instance, we run into a wild coyote. I have a story about the coyotes, man. Oh my gosh. This was during the pandemic, right at the start of it. All the gyms were closed. I go to the gym every day. And all of the gyms were, and everything shut down. Obviously, it was the pandemic. Nothing was open. And so I was trying to figure out something to do. I was running for a bit, but if I'm being honest, I'm not a big fan of running. Running kind of sucks. Ooh, someone invited me to a raid in Pokemon Go. Well, you know what? Let's see what it is. I don't like running too much. Running blows. But I do like lifting. And I'm like, there's not really anything to... I can't really lift. I have some weights at home. No, they invited me to a Genesect. Nah, I'm not wasting a remote pass on a Genesect. Genesect ain't worth it. But, I like lifting and stuff. And I was only able to do some... I have some dumbbells at home, so I was only able to do so much. And one thing I thought to do, because I was looking at videos of people doing, like, workouts during the pandemic and stuff. And some people would go into, like, playgrounds. I couldn't think of the name playground. With monkey bars and doing, like, pull-ups and stuff on the monkey bars. And, like, oh, there's a park right by me when I go running. Like, I run past one, so I'm like, I'm going to go over there. And so I'm out running one night. And it was nighttime. I said one night. It was nighttime. And so I was finished with my run, and I was, like, on the stretch, I kind of walk for a bit at the end. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stop at this park over here and do some pull-ups and stuff on the monkey bars over there. So I go up there. I'm doing some pull-ups. I do the first set of them. And then I'm, like, there resting for a bit. And I do the second set of them. And I get down. And I just so happen to look to my right. And there is a coyote running straight for me. Where I was at the playground so from where I was facing the street. I was at the playground facing the street. To my back is, like, woods and stuff. And, to where I was facing is, like, houses and all that. And so the coyote sprinting across the tree line right at me. I'm like, what is going on? I mean, like, I was, honestly, I mean, like, I would say I was surprised it could see me. It was a decent ways away from where I was. And also, dude, like, why is he, I'm a person. Why is he just running at me? I'm like, we're in a residential area. It's not like I'm out in, like, in the middle of nowhere. I'm in, like, a residential area. And the coyote just got no fear of me whatsoever. So this thing's literally beeline straight for me. I'm like, oh, good God. And so I just take off running. And I run straight. I said the street was in front of me. So in front of me, there was a road going like this, left to right. But then there was another street that, like, was off that street that went up a hill. And so I ran just straight up that. And I stop at the top of the hill because it's kind of like the letter H, where you have a road, the road I was facing, the road I ran up, and then there's another road up here at the top of the hill. I ran up the road to the top of the hill to this other road up here, and I look back to where I originally was in the original, like, intersection of the road of the bottom of the hill I ran up. I'm at the top of the hill, I look back, and a coyote is just in the middle of the road, pacing back and forth, looking at me. Like, it's walking back and forth, just looking at me the whole time. I'm like, there is no way this is real life right now. So I just took off running again. I was meant to be, you know, the cool down, like, walk back home, but I ended up running back home because I'm like, I ain't trying to fight a coyote right now. Maybe if I was, you know, full strength, you know, I was actually in the gym and stuff at the time. Maybe I was not tired from after just doing a workout, you can say. It was just, I went for a run, and I wasn't, like, and I go hard when I do exercise and stuff. I'm not doing, like, no sissy stuff. I'm going hard. So I was gassed after that. Then I was doing the pull-ups and stuff to failure. And then I get a coyote chase me. I'm like, I'm not physically, like, I'm tired right now from what I just did. And also, too, I'm like, I'm kind of, I mean, like, I'm in shape still, but it's like I'm not, like, peak performance because, you know, the gym's been closed for a month or two now. So I'm like, this ain't the best time to fight a coyote. So I decided to run back. But my dad was out walking one night, and he said he saw a coyote. It was a big coyote. He's like, it didn't seem like to be afraid of me at all. This was like I think this might have been about a year after this happened to me. And I was like, dude, that had to be the same one. I asked him where he was. He was in pretty much the same, like, about a block away from where I was. I'm like, oh my God, that had to have been the same one. So there's a big bad coyote out there that's not afraid of people. Imagine we come across that sucker when I'm doing the daily incense. Yo, Golden Koopa, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. And actually, now that I think of it, I've seen multiple coyotes when I've done the daily incense. That path I was walking on for a bit during the daily incense on, it was the Sunday stream. There's been, I think twice I've been walking down that path, and I can see up the path there's just a coyote standing there. Broad daylight, too. It's not like when I was out running that one night, it was, I mean, at night. This time, though, like the couple times when I've been doing the daily incense, broad daylight. I think I've only done the incense at night a couple of times. And when I do it at night, I normally just walk around my neighborhood. I don't go anywhere else. But yeah, it's only been a couple times I've done it at night. Mainly, I always do it during the day. And, like, it kind of sucks because, I used to actually do the daily incense pretty much every single day. It's only as of recent I haven't been able to do it every day because of my school schedule this semester. And, of course, that's when I start actually streaming and stuff. But just wait. Starting soon, they'll be much more often. With winter break coming up. I'll probably do it every day during that. I wonder if I should do them at night. Well, I like doing these streams at night. Maybe do the daily incense stream during the day and then these at night. Daily incense stream is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to getting... Because, I mean, I don't catch very many birds. I think I've only caught 2, if I'm not mistaken. I've caught 1 Zapdos and 1 Munchlax. But I see them pretty often. I'd say doing the daily instance every day, I would probably see I'd see a bird every about week and a half, I'd say. I'd see one, and dude, they just run. Oh my god, and speaking of this, so with the birds and the daily instance and all that stuff, there's that challenge in Pokemon Go right now to get the Master Ball. And I was so pissed when that challenge came out. Obviously, there's like the original Master Ball you can get, but they've added an extra one you can get. Like the first one you get when you click on your research tasks, the binoculars at the bottom right of your screen, and you swipe you go on the right side, it shows the big challenge where you get the initial Master Ball. But then if you look to the left, there's the timed one for another Master Ball. And I was so pissed when that came out because I'm like, you have to do 60 raids. All the other stuff I've pretty much done. The only ones I haven't done are 150 research tasks and the 60 raids. I'm like, well, I don't have time to go out and do a raid every single day. If remote passes were still cheap, yeah, sure. But they're not cheap anymore, and I don't have time to go out to do a raid every day. And also, too, when I do have time to play, there's not necessarily a local raid nearby to go over to do my daily free pass. So, the raids would have held me back. But I was thinking about it. I'm like, I thought of this, I think it was yesterday. Because of the fact that it's timed, I think once that timer runs out, they're just going to add in another one. Because it was like, what was it, 80 days or something like that? Like, it's been a long time that challenge has been out. And I'm like, with the challenge that long, and for it being the Master Ball seems like something they'd want people to have. Because, even if there's no events going on in the game, which Pokemon Go's at a point right now, there's pretty much always an event going on. Like, that would give people a reason to go out and play the game, to get a Master Ball. Like, something you can grind for and work towards. And my guess is, every time that thing resets, they're going to refresh it. So it'd be like, well, if it's 80 days, I think it was 80 days. I could be wrong. So 365 divided by 80, that'd be 4.5 Master Balls for a year. That'd be a little excessive. I was going to say maybe just refreshes every time. Or maybe it was more than 80 days and I'm misremembering. Like, if it was maybe every 100 days, like 3 a year maybe. Because you might be thinking 3 years is a ton, but, like, you have to, like, actually play the game to do it. You can't just get it. You can't just easily get it. Like, I play a decent amount. And as I've admitted, like, I've been playing too much right now because of my school schedule. But, like, I play... I'm a above average time played. Was the screen just really blurry, or was that just me? When I was, like, running right there, it looked like I went down to, like, 140p or something like that, if that is even a thing. Nonetheless, I think the Master Balls are going to come back. And if they do, so if they release the Master Ball, or if this Master Ball research ends, and they add in another one right away that's like the exact same research as just do it again, I will 100% use a Master Ball on like a cracked bird that I find. I've always said the only way I'm going to use it is if I find either a shiny bird or if I find a, Oh, hang on. I was trying to figure out what that noise was. It's when I'm running through the tall grass, the rustling of the grass. I thought someone was trying to start a car, it sounded like. Oh, it's the rustling of the grass is that noise. Okay, hang on. But, if I find a cracked bird, like, weather boosted, like, I think the highest CP Zapdos I found was 3,400 maybe, weather boosted. I'm like, if I find something like that, I'd use a Master Ball on that for sure. You know how crazy that stream would be? Like, that'd be insane. Like, not only finding a bird, but then using finding one that high of a CP, then using a Master Ball to catch it. Like, that'd be an awesome stream, man. That'd be so much fun. But I'm just excited for the first bird encounter. Because I have it, so... Sorry. The account I think I'm going to stream on most of the time for the instance is going to be my alt account. Because the alt account's getting some good stuff. And I want to plan that more to make that better. Because my main account is cracked. Like, for raids, I'm set for raids. But one thing for me, like me and my brothers, like, we're doing raids and stuff. And I will note, we were able to do Shadow Lugia raids with just the 3 of us. when we partied up. But we are all best friends, so we have the best buddy boost. We partied up, so we had the party boost. So, like, all that stuff now, it made it easier to do the raids, but, like, there's no guarantee that's going to be the case for every raid. Now, Lugia is one of the tankiest raid bosses there is for legendary raids, so, I mean, that we were able to trio that is a good sign, but I think, like, having just simply another account to help do raids is a huge asset. That'll be massive, so I definitely want to play on my alt account more, so doing the daily incense streams every day with that will be a good thing to do. And if I can manage to get some good stuff on those, like maybe a cracked fighting type Zapdos, that'd be awesome. That'd be huge. So I definitely am probably going to be doing the daily instance on those instead. Yo, Mayo, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Yeah, you got the dumb sparse. I am going to call it Dunsparce. The dumb sparse profile picture. Did I go the wrong way? Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. So I keep yawning. Why do I keep yawning? I don't feel that tired. Maybe a little. Like, everyone's tired. No. You know what? You know what I'm sick and tired of? Maybe I'm yawning because I'm tired of not finding a shiny Munchlax. I'm tired of seeing all these normal Munchlax. Like, we've been doing literally nothing but shiny sandwiches. And nothing. How many is it gonna take? I wonder if there can be a Munchlax outbreak. Is that possible? That Munchlax was slumped. He was sleeping. Because I know for Frigabax, we ended up doing the Malasada method. I want to find this little fatty in the wild. I don't want to have to hatch one. I want to see the shiny Munchlax, you know, trotting around on the screen. No, those all look the same, don't they? Yeah. One thing I will note, I feel like Munchlax is more blue than Snorlax. Snorlax, I think, is more green. I don't know, maybe it's just the lighting here. Oh, it might be the lighting on those Munchlax there. You know what? Maybe it's because I have Snorlax in my party. Because when we were doing the Frigabax stream, I had Frigabax in my party, didn't I? And that took so long. Is that the good Snorlax? Oh, yeah. Best. Pretty good. Almost perfect IVs. Oh, does he have a mark? You guys are always talking about these marks. Oh, yeah. Snorlax, the reliable partner. Mark of a friendly Pokemon. Oh, wow. I didn't even know. He's mischievous. Wow, I didn't even know I had that. Oh, I knew I had the big boy Lax. I didn't know I had the one with the mark. You guys always freaking out about the marks. I'm like, what? I don't even know what they mean. Dude, we have the same, like, dude, Sparkling normal level 3, Encounter Power normal level 3. And we're still seeing non-normal types. Like, there was just a Ralts back there. Maybe the teal mask is just bad for shiny hunting. Dunsparce has been bullied for far too long. I got nothing against Dunsparce. It's the Dum Sparse, the new one they made. It's like, that's literally, like, I remember watching something one time that said the process it takes for a Pokemon design to get finalized and become official is like a big grueling journey. It's no easy task. It takes a lot, like, to get it approved. It has to fit all these standards and all this stuff. It has to be, like, unique in some way and all those different kinds of stuff. What about Dumb Sparse is unique or special in any way? How did that thing get through to be like, yep, we're going to sign off on this thing and make this a Pokemon? Like, honestly, some of these fan art Pokemon people, they gotta try to get an actual job at Pokemon. Because there's fan arts of stuff that, like, fan-made Pokemon that are better than the new Pokemon are putting out. Now, I'm not trying to, like, I know a lot of people hate on Pokemon and say, oh, all the new Pokemon suck. I'm not saying that whatsoever. Koraidon is literally one of my favorite legendary Pokemon of all time. I had it ranked 5th on my Mythical, Ultra Beast, Legendary tier list. 5th overall, behind only Lugia, Mewtwo, Rayquaza, and Giratina Origin Form. I'd more Koraidon above everybody else. Baxcalibur, I love. Had it decently high on my Pseudo-Legendary tier list. All the starters here. Quaxley, Meowscarda, and Fuecoco. All I had up in A tier, above a lot of other starters. There's good Pokemon from this gen. But then there's also some poopers. Like, not, well, I say there's some poopers. Obviously, you have the pooper, which I think that's a fine design. I like Clodsire, I really like the design. I love the spines that come out of its back. I think those are so cool. That's so awesome. Like, that is like, Quagsire's fine. Wooper's, I think, a better design than Quagsire. But I think Clodsire is just a perfect upgrade from Quagsire. Let's start the Sparse Army. If anyone is reading the chat while rewatching the stream, change your profile picture to the Dunsparce. Start the Sparse Army. I'm gonna have to start banning you guys in the chat if you're changing your profile pictures to dumb Sparse. That thing is an awful Pokemon. I stand by that. They literally took Dunsparce and just cut it in half. Like, they took a normal Dunsparce, cut it in half. Took another Dunsparce, cut its head off and its tail off, and then put the middle piece in the middle of that Dunsparce that got cut in half, then sewed it all together and said, here you go, the Dunsparce. That's quite literally what happened. We'll change the Dunsparce hate. Like, most Pokemon, like, they got something going for them that could probably be like, oh, okay, I'll change my mind here. Dude, I don't think the Dunsparce has anything going for it at all. Does it even have a good shiny? I don't even think it has a good shiny. You know what? Are the Pokemon even respawning? I feel like we're not really seeing anything, dude. Munchlax there. Munchlax there. Obviously, Girders still are eating. Always gonna be there. Why did I say Girders eating? What is he eating? The Girder? That's a cool thing, too, with that evolution line. Timber is holding a piece of timber. Girder's holding a girder. And Conkeldur's holding... I believe that big piece of concrete that he holds is called a Conkelder. The steel beam's called a girder. Then Timber is just holding a piece of timber. Man, I'm a bit cold, if I'm being honest. I have to put a jacket on. Well, we're looking for Munchlax. You know, Lax, though, he never gets cold because he's so big and fluffy. And he's got fur on him, too. Man. So there's the ones over here. No, I think they spawned reset. Because I felt like there was a bit more over here on this right side last time. Maybe I just go to a different spot. We've been running around this spot for a while now. 7 minutes left on the sandwich. Let's go down here more. Curly, it took my ability, Swift Swim. You don't want to mess with Room Papa with Swift Swim. That thing in the storm is OP. There's another Curlia. Is OP, as I was saying. Well, that one didn't have the ability to mirror my ability. Like, look, why are Shinx, Grubbin, and Curly even spawning if I have this sandwich going? Is my game glitched? Are the sandwiches not working anymore? I'll do everything in my power to defeat your next battle stream. Dunsparce, Slitherwing, Apom, and many more. What, all of my least... You're literally just building a squad of all my least favorite Pokemon to try to beat me? I can promise you, I'll be on demon mode when I stack up against that team. I am not losing to a team with all those Pokemon in it. No way. You're building a team literally with my least favorite Pokemon. The Dunsparce is going to get one-tapped by anyone on the team. He ain't surviving a Weather Ball from Room Papa. Slitherwing, he ain't surviving Weather Ball either. Apom, or Ampipom. I think you put Ampipom. Ampipom, that thing is just gross. That's another normal type. Snorlax will smack that thing around, show him who's the best normal type. And many more. Well, maybe I do try that game mode. The Ogre Oatson game. Whatever the heck that... Oatsoon, Oats... I don't know if I'm saying it right. Whatever you call that thing. Just don't bring an electric type. Dunsparce will hyper drill it to the ground. Well, if they outspeed, they might be good to go. Is there an electric? Oh yeah, Chinchou. What we just Lantern. What's Lantern's pre-evolution? Like Chinchou, Chimecho, and there's one other Chub Pokemon that I always mix them up. Chinchou, Chimecho. Let me check the decks real quick. Hoenn, Gen 3. Is it not Gen 3? There's no way. Is it Gen 2? Is Lantern Gen 2? Oh my god, it is. I'm an idiot. Yeah, Chinchou. Lantern's Gen 2. Wow. Quick Claw. Hey, I respect the Quick Claw. I like Quick Claws. But there's a chance there. It's not guaranteed. You know one thing that's kind of growing on me, though? A Pokemon that I will admit, this one wasn't in the starter stream. One that has grown on me a lot is Hisuian Typhlosion. I was seeing some, like, fan arts of it today. I'm like, okay, that thing's pretty cool. Ghost Fire, cool typing. I might have to play that game just to get that. Because is that the only way to obtain the... I mean, it has to be the only way to obtain those right now. Who am I even kidding? Can you bring those into this game? Can you bring the Hisuian starters? Yeah, you can, because Decidueye was the... They were in raids. I might do that then. Play with the boy Cyndaquil. Because honestly, I don't really want to do the Decidueye. Because I like Rowlet. I don't necessarily love the Hisuian. The Hisuian Decidueye is cool, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, it was my favorite, but, like, dude, I've been seeing some stuff with Typhlosion. I think it's really cool. I'm gonna have to use that. I was thinking about that, too. I think I'm gonna play that game. I think after... Because this DLC is coming up soon. Right? This DLC is beginning in December. So I think I'm gonna play this DLC. And then after... I'm gonna do... Legends Arceus. I can't even tell if that's shiny or not. I have to run into it. Name your least favorite starter? I don't even remember. It was Oshawott, maybe? I think Oshawott was the least favorite starter. I'm pretty sure that's what I have in the tier list. Pseudo was Komodo, if I'm not mistaken. And it's, again, it's not I don't like Komodo. It's that it's just compared to the other pseudos, it's not the best. Then... What was, Well, now I think of it. Oshawott was the first ever, the base. I don't remember the evolved one. Might have been Samurai. Like, why are Luxio spawning when I have a shiny sandwich going? Like, there's just no reason for that. And this is the first sandwich, too, where it's been daytime the whole time. Skwovet, just leave me alone, please. Oh my god, dude, another! Oh, what's this thing's name even? It's not Mousehold. Tandamouse? Oh, Tanda 2. Haven't mentioned your subs in a while, 20 away from 700. Dude, we're climbing, we're getting close. Big things are happening. We just got members. Now we're approaching 700 subs. We got big things happening over here at youtube.com/thepokeyplaya. Sandwich is done, right? 15 seconds. Imagine finally 15, we get a shiny Lax. Yo, Felicia Blow, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Felicia Blow Monty, thank you for tuning in. It means a lot. We are currently shiny hunting Munchlax and being rather unsuccessful. The sandwich just ran out. So I'm going to restart the game because we have the Herba Mystica that we don't want to waste. We're using them again and again until we find a shiny. And, I mean, if I'm being honest, dude, like, we've been unsuccessful with a bunch of these. Like, this will be now, that was sandwich number 5. 5 Herba Mystica sandwiches, no shiny Munchlax. Like, that's crazy, isn't it? Surely I should have gotten it by now. This will be number 6 right here. 6 shiny sandwiches, no shiny Munchlax. We only found 1 shiny, and it was Hoot Hoot. Maybe it's because there's so many Munchlax that spawn over here. Or normal types that spawn over here. It's not just Munchlax. Dude, I think it's me, if I'm being honest. I think I've got bad luck with these Herba Mystica sandwiches. Salty and spicy. I'm only using the ones I have. Let me go freestyling. Cucumber pickle. 3 tofu. I have spicy. Which, I mean, works. It does what it's supposed to do. It does the sparkling 3 and counter 3. But it's just, for me, it just hasn't panned out. Oh my god, I thought that was going to fall off. I wish it... One thing I do wish that it did, I wish these things automatically moved for you. I probably just sound extremely lazy saying that. Dude, pickles are so good. I got a thing of these, pickles like these from the store. They're a little thicker than the ones here. Oh, they're so good. Put them on burgers. Oh, it's amazing. They're amazing. I don't like necessarily just straight up eating pickles. Sometimes when you go to restaurants and they give you like it's like the full pickle, but it's like cut into like a third of the pickle. I like those. Those are good. You see people with like just like the whole pickle just crunching on them. Not for me. Or like the hot dog pickles, like a Chicago style hot dog, the long pickle on the top. Those are good. Those are the same. Those pickles on those hot dogs are the same as when you get a normal pickle at like a restaurant, right? Where it's just a long one. It's like I think it's a third of it. I could be wrong. I believe it's a third of the pickle. I might have to change Ogrepon's mask too, because, excuse me, as I was watching people, and as I've been watching the VGC stuff, I think people use. Oh no, the sun's setting. I think people use water Ogrepon more. Hey, Mayo, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Hopefully this is the sandwich. This is Herba Mystica sandwich number 6. So we are technically 6 times 2 is 12 Herba Mysticas deep. Thank God I'm resetting it, because there's no way I'd be able to get my hands on 12 Herba Mysticas. Dude, I don't think the sandwich works. There's no Pokemon up here. Oh no, here's some. Yeah, look, there's some Munchlax now. Squovit there. Okay, there we go. Maybe the last sandwich was just a dud. Nothing good from those. Maybe I gotta start walking a different way. You know what? I'm gonna start walking a different route. Let's walk the other way. Let's flip it around. What's at this rate? Snorlax? Poliwrath. Dark Poliwrath. Let's go counterclockwise. Oh no, this is clockwise. We were going counterclockwise. Let's spin this ship around and go looking. Right, Nosepass? That Nosepass has been here this whole time, I feel like. That's why I'm wondering if the spawns are actually resetting. Snack Attack, I've made my grand return. Thank you for tuning back in, man. I appreciate it. We're out here still looking for Munchlax. Being rather unsuccessful, but we're still looking. We're still looking. Not giving up hope yet. Not giving up hope yet. There's Noctowl. See, now, like, there's so many Hoot Hoots with the normal sandwich. But then during the day with Munchlax, there's just none. Like, why does the game hate me? Why won't it give me Munchlaxes? Like, we only get a couple. We did have a hot streak there for a little bit with the shiny luck. I mean, we had Flutter, we had Lotad we got without a sandwich first stream. Fluttermane we got 2 in 1 sandwich. Torkoal we got literally 5 minutes in. Has that short gone up yet, the Torkoal one? That might be the end of this week. Ah, Munchlax, where are you? Shiny Munchlax, please. Munchlax! Shiny Munchlax! Munchlax is a rarer spawn than Hoot Hoot. But because Hoot Hoot doesn't spawn during the day, Munchlax stocks go way up. So that's why, right? At night we see no Munchlax, pretty much only Hoot Hoot. But then during the day we see, I mean, obviously no Hoot Hoot. They don't spawn during the day. And then just tons of Munchlax. Not tons, like, we don't see tons of Munchlax. We see a decent amount, I'll say. Decent amounts of the little fatty laxes. Dude, I'm scared, man. I'm scared this is going to turn into Frigobacks all over again. Good thing, though, I am not keeping track at how long we've been doing these. I said we've done 6 shiny sandwiches. That's just a guess. We have most definitely done at least 6 of them. This being the 6th one. It might be 8. I am not positive. No, that'd be... Is that an odd or even number? I don't even know. If I'm being honest. Mayo, how'd you get yours? You have a shiny Munchlax, right? What magical trick did you do to get this sucker shiny? Because, I mean, I'm using the sandwich. This normal encounter sandwich does kind of suck, though. Because, like, when I had Fluttermane, dude, the ghost, that was the only thing spawning. No other Pokemon were spawning. Because Fluttermane was the only ghost-type Pokemon, so obviously that would be the only ghost-type one. If other ghost-types spawned there, I'd expect those to spawn as well. Maybe it's because this is a more open area than Area 0, I guess. Like, look. You have Squovit, you have Hoot Hoot, which all makes sense because they're all normal types. Then you have, Tandemaus, that's normal type too. Then we have all these, like, the Minfus, the Raltses, the Curlias, the Luxios, the Shinxes, like, I don't understand, though. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, this Graveler's been here the whole time. You think Roompapa could take him out? Think Roompapa can handle this Graveler? Punches him right in the face. Oh, dead. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. I think he can. I think he can handle that Graveler. Now Roompapa's beating up on the Hoot Hoots. Master Ball the Graveler. Yeah, right. I have my Master Ball in this game. Oh, look at the shooting stars in the back. Where is it? Is it oh, yeah, Master Ball right there. My brother has like 5 on his account or something like that. I just have 1. What am I going to use it on? I was going to shiny hunt, Koraidon. Because there is the one you can catch in Area 0. I was going to shiny hunt that. But I, unfortunately found out that that is not possible. You know one thing I really don't like? I was thinking about this last weekend. This really pisses me off. That what Pokemon have done. For... What was it? Yeah. For Sword and Shield, we had absolute butt cheek shiny legendaries. Zacian and Zamazenta had awful shinies. Legendary shinies, box legendary shinies, Pokemon Sword and Shield, bad. But what do Pokemon do? They give us tons, and I mean tons, of shinies, cards of Zacian and Zamazenta. It's like, no one wants these things. They suck. For instance, I think Sword Shield base had a shiny gold Zacian and Zamazenta in it. It's like, no one wants this. And even going to Sun and Moon. Like, Shiny Solgaleo is awesome. Off the top of my head, I don't know what Shiny Lunala looks like, but Shiny Solgaleo is all red, like a crimson red. That thing's awesome. Didn't give us anything of it. But then we have Zacian and Zamazenta, butt cheek shinies. They gave us tons of stuff of it. Both of them had their own boxes, shiny boxes from the, oh, what set was it? Was it Shining Fates they had those boxes? No way. Shining Fates was so long ago, and I feel like those boxes were out not that long ago. I think it might have been. Or was it Crown Zenith? I do not remember. Nonetheless, Zacian and Zamazenta both had the shiny boxes, and Sword Shield base had shinies of them in it. Then we look at this gen. Scarlet Violet. You have Koraidon and Miraidon. Arguably the best shiny legendary duo pair there is. Why are all these stupid things? What type is this thing? I'm looking at. I might end the stream if this thing's not a normal type. Minfu? Why? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why are there 6 of these things on my screen when I'm using a Encounter Power 3 Herba Mystica sandwich? From Unova. Scroll down. Because I know I have it in the decks. Minfu. Type. Pure fighting. Literally the opposite of normal. The only thing super effective against normal. They came up to tell you to like Dunsparce. Dunsparce sucks. It is a awful Pokemon. Dunsparce, I mess with. I like Dunsparce. The Dunsparce is the single worst evolution in Pokemon. I'm gonna go, you know what? Yeah, it is. I stand by that. It is worse than Apom the Ampipom. It is worse than Simisear, Simipour, and Simisage to the other 3 dumb monkeys. Why am I battling this person? Why am I in a battle? Oh, good. She got dropped. Yeah, you're weak. I guess now I think of it, the last time I battled trainers and stuff like this, it was in the, what's it called we did? The Nuzlocke, so anytime I encountered trainers like this, it was bad and scary. That's why I was thinking it was bad right there, but honestly, this doesn't matter. We can just run through this trainer here. Yeah, look. Her outfit kind of reminds me of the dragon guy from the Indigo Disc. Everyone thinks he's Drayden's son. Drayden, the Dragon Gym leader in Unova. Man, I am so excited for the Indigo Disc. I'm so excited to play it. Then as soon as we're done playing it, I'm shiny hunting Metagross. I am so excited for that. That's going to be awesome. Shiny Metagross. Actually, do I even need to shine? Because I have a lot in Pokemon Home. Or in Pokemon Go. Maybe there'll be something else. No! I am so excited for Archaludon. The evolution of Duraludon. I am so excited for that thing. And that, it's all about battling. There's like the Elite Four of the Indigo Disc you get to battle. And the best one's that Drayden's son. I think we know his name. I don't know his name, though. That thing's going to be a... yo, Golden Koopa, thank you for tuning back in. That thing's going to be a menace in VGC. I think it's going to be good in VGC as well. And the thing is, like, Duraludon was... I mean, I don't know how good Duraludon was in VGC, but I had fun using it in Gen 8 OU. I mean, I wasn't playing competitively. I was playing for fun, but that thing was a beast just playing for fun. I had... what was my moveset? Special Attacker. I think I had Dragon Pulse, Thunderbolt... Dragon Pulse, Thunderbolt, Dragon Pulse, Flash Cannon, Thunderbolt, Thunder Wave. That's what I had on it. Thunderbolt was literally just because of the, to balance out the typing of all the Pokemon on my team. The team I had at the time. So, I had probably changed that move per my team. But that thing was a monster, man. And then, since it now gets an evolution, give it a... Eviolite's the item, right? Yeah, Eviolite for a Pokemon that evolves, and it doubles its special defense and defense. Like, dude, that thing, is that going to be insta-banned? Like, that thing's going to be a monster. Like, I wonder if that thing with the Eviolite will end up being better than Duraludon, or Archaludon. Is Eviolite Duraludon going to be better than Archaludon? Or are they going to make our Chaludon, like, insanely OP and broken? Because, dude, I love Duraludon. It's one of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 9. Or 8. Gen 8. At first, I thought it was a regional Duraludon. And I was excited. I was so hyped. Then I found out it was a evolution. I'm like, there's no way. Like, that's how you take a single-stage Pokemon and make it a... good evolution. Dunsparce to the Dunsparce is absolutely disgusting. Duraludon to Archaludon, that is absolute perfection. They nailed that evolution. And its signature move, it like turns into the bridge, it looks like, because Archaludon, arch for like the arches, and like the big arches on like the bridges and stuff. I assume that's what it's getting at. There might be some other meaning behind the name. That's the thing I think of, though, when I think of it. And it looks like a bridge, too, and does that cannon move of it. It has... Oh, I'm so excited to use that thing. And one thing I was kind of thinking, if I get the shiny Munchlax by then, I might try to play the DLC, the Indigo Disc, and use shiny Lax in that. Have that be, like, my main Pokemon for that. I think that'd be fun. Because, I mean, the last one, we kind of just steamrolled through it with our boy Donde over here. Didn't really stand a chance. You know, we're just too strong. Hashtag Rowlet's the GOAT. Golden Koopa. Now that's a message I can get behind. Hashtag Rowlet's the GOAT. Rowlet's the best, man. The best starter there is. The big round boy. Rowlet's just the perfect starter. The reason why I like Rowlet so much is because how he was in the anime. I fell in love with Rowlet when I saw him in the anime. I'm like, this is the best starter there is, dude. This music here is going to be burned in my mind. But then in like 5 years from now, I'm going to hear this song and I'm going to, or like hear this music that's playing. And I'll be like, oh my god, so much nostalgia because of that. Only because I heard it so much running around looking for this shiny Munchlax. The Galasado Mountain, dude, it's like when you ever eat food that's really good? And then you like it so much you eat it again and 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 again, and then it's bad all of a sudden. That's me with Galasado Mountain. That used to be my favorite spot on this map. I hate going there now because of how much time we spent there looking for Frigobacks. Mayo, there's actually no way you're saying the Dunsparce is the GOAT. Do you have a cowboy hat on? The reason why Ash beat How is because Rowlet fell asleep. Rowlet's just, yeah, he's like that. There's that funny meme of the Rowlet going up against the Groudon in Sun and Moon. Of the Rowlet looking back like, what the heck is this? Rowlet's got, you know what? Rowlet might have the most personality out of any starter. Because you see it in the anime. It has, I think, the best personality of any of the starters we saw. Literally in the games. Like, not even trying. Like, just it looking back, that shot. Because, like, you know, owls, their heads turn all the way around. And so that's just something Rowlet can do. And they just had it doing that in the game. It was like the animation of it doing that. It was when it was going against the Groudon. It just looked amazing. Like, other owl Pokemon are cool. Like, Hoothoot's cool. But, like, Hoothoot's based off, like, a great horned owl, you could say, right? Because those look like horns above its head. Where's a Noctowl? Let's see what his face looks like. Yeah, those are definitely based off a great horned owl. What's Rowlet based off of? Barn owl, maybe? Barn owls kind of have weird... They kind of have creepy looking faces. Don't you think? Like, they look cool, but it's like, when you see them up close, it's like, whoa. Honestly, Hoot might be rounder than Rowlet, because he's literally just a sphere. Rowlet and Dunsparce are at the equal level of goats. I agree with Rowlet. The Dunsparce is nowhere near level of goat. The Dunsparce, for me, would be down in disgusting tier. On a tier list. I was trying to think what tier list we should do next. I kind of want to do every gen. For Friday's stream. I think I might do every generation. And, like, look at it in views of not just the game, but, like, the gen as a whole. Like, take into consideration the game, the anime, the cards, everything. What is the best generation of Pokemon? Pokemon designs, games, anime, all that stuff. Snack attack is almost hacking your headphones and changing the name. Baby Pokemon? What are considered all the baby Pokemon? Obviously, like Magby and Electabuzz. Like Meryl. Smoochum. Pichu. Togepi. But is like Riolu considered a baby Pokemon? Because all the original baby Pokemon were Gen 2. And it's when you had a Pokemon that was just a normal Pokemon. Or a 2-stage evolution. And then it got a pre-stage evolution. So, like, Munchlax, for instance, I think would be considered a baby Pokemon. Do a Dunsparce tier list. It would literally just be Dunsparce down in disgusting tier by itself and nothing else. Because it's so bad. But Munchlax is considered a baby Pokemon then, right? Because we had Snorlax, and then Munchlax came as the pre-evolution. What about for, like, stuff like Riolu, though? Because, like, those came out at the same time. You want to look it up. List of all baby Pokemon. List of all baby Pokemon. Okay. Oh, Riolu is one. Okay. Pichu, Togepi, Cleffa, Munchlax, Elekid, Mime Jr., Bonsly, Magby, Tyrogue, Badoo, Happiny, Smoochum, Mantike. Why not Riolu, Chingling, Chimecho, Electabuzz? Chimecho's a baby Pokemon? Or missed some. Pichu, this is on Bulbapedia. Pichu, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Togepi, Tyrogue, Smoochum, Elekid, Magby. That was baby Pokemon in Gen 2. Gen 3, we had Azurill and Wynot. Gen 4, we had Badoo, Chingling, Bonsly, Mime Jr., Happiny, Munchlax, Riolu, Mantike. Okay, good. So I was going to say, Chingling evolves into Chimecho, so no way that makes sense. Then we didn't have any in Gen 5, 6, or 7, but Gen 8 we had Toxel, which evolves into Toxtricity. Ooh, Toxel's a good one. Riolu's a good one. Munchlax is a good one. I like Bonsly. I like Wynot. I like Electrike. I like Tyrogue. I like Togepi. That's a good one to do. Good idea. Who said it? Golden Koopa. That's a good one. I'm gonna do that one for sure. Baby Pokemon tier list. I should probably write it down before I forget. Oh, good thing I came to write that down in my notes. I have an idea for an awesome tier list to do. Ooh, we might not do each region or gen this week. I might do this other one instead. This other one would be so cool. Oh, I think I have a good... I'm going to have to make this one on my own. I don't know if anyone's done this before. I mean, if I'm being honest, I assume someone has. But I don't know if there's like a saved one to use on like the tier list website. I might have to make one. But I have an idea for an awesome tier list. Oh, this is one of my favorite things in Pokemon as well. Like, is it day or night in the game right now? Like, look, when you look in the distance, you see the stars, but like straight up is just blue sky. What does the map say? Yeah, it's still nighttime. Do a tier list based on the tier lists you've done. I don't think we've done enough yet. It's evening, maybe? Well, because it's like been nighttime. Maybe the sun, like, I think maybe the sun's coming up. But the thing is, I said that before that one stream, like, oh, the sun's coming up quickly. Like, we'll be able to find Munchlax soon or in no time. But then it ended up being night for the next 30 minutes, so I don't even know. That'd be a funny one, honestly. A tier list, mail. A tier list of the tier lists. Dude, people were mad with my, the Paradoxmon one. People didn't like it. I replied to the one guy's comment. I was like, what would you want? Slitherwing up in God tier? Oh my. I thought that plant was a blue Munchlax. Speaking of Noctowl, now I think of it as a great horned owl. When I was leaving for school the other morning, I saw a great horned owl. I was pulling out of the driveway, and I see a big bird, like, swoop down. Not to the ground, but maybe about, like, 10 feet up in the air, or 10 feet above the ground. Like, swoop down, was flying. Then it goes and lands up on a light pole. And there was, like, some light behind it, so I didn't see, like, the actual, I almost said Pokemon. The actual, like, animal itself, but I saw, like, an outline of it, and I could see the horns of it. I'm like, ooh, that's awesome. Obviously, like, it's not actual, like, horns on the owl. It's like, it has, like, feathers that appear like horns. That's why it's called Great Horned Owl. I saw one of those. That was really cool. I think the Slitherwing God tier is my comment, Mayo. It wasn't your account. Was it, what, your alt account? You know what? Oh my god, the video this weekend is gonna be awesome, guys. I'm opening Paradox Rift tomorrow. I got some booster bundles and we're gonna open it up. See what I can manage to get. I'm telling you guys, dude. You like Walking Wake's cool? It is cool. If I'm being honest, the Walking Wake for me, like, when I first saw it, I thought it was awesome. But as I've seen it more, like, it's... I don't know if this has ever happened to me with a Pokemon, where the more I see it, I feel like the less I've liked it. Like, it's cool. But, like, I mean, like, when I first saw it, I'm like, that's one of the coolest Pokemon there is. But now I'm just like, it's just like a cool Pokemon. It's not like, oh my god, it's blowing me away. It's like one of the best ones ever. I like Raging Bolt, though, dude. That is the literally polar opposites. When I first saw Walking Wake, I'm like, that thing's awesome. And as I've seen it more, I've liked it less and less. Raging Bolt, when I first saw, I thought was the worst Pokemon design I've ever seen. Worse than the Dunsparce. Then as I've seen it more, dude, I love it. I love the feet are like obviously Raikou's a saber-toothed tiger. But it's like if you take the combination of like an elephant hoof. What do you even call, is elephant hoof even the right phrase? Like an elephant's foot and a saber-toothed tiger foot. And combined it, that's what Raging Bolt's feet look like. The feet look so massive and cool. Then the body's cool. The design of it is awesome. And like the patterns and stuff on it. Then the long neck. And it's got, at first, that like the thing around its face. The purple thing. When we first saw it in the trailer, Raging Bolt was attacking, and so it was extended out behind it. So I assume that's what it looks like when it attacks. But normally that thing is just wrapped around its face, like almost like a mask around it. And it's Raging Bolt. It's obviously going to be a electric type. And its long neck is super high up in the sky. And so that purple thing around its face is like a thundercloud. Which I think is just so cool. The Indigo Disc is bringing back Rowlet. The Indigo Disc is bringing back, it's bringing back every starter, right? Indigo Disc is going to have every starter? Why is bro yapping about feet? Why do you guys got to make it weird, huh? Why do you guys got to make it weird? If I'm being honest, Mayo, I agree. That Mew card... And this is how I am for a lot of cards. Normally, I tend to like the cards with a lot of Pokemon in the artwork. And Mew is one they've kind of overplayed with it. I feel like every Mew card is... Or like every other Mew card... Or no, here's what I should say. Every special illustration of Mew, whether it be an alt-art special illustration art, or illustrator art card, all of them are Mew with a bunch of Pokemon. Which is cool, but like every single one, like... Come on. Poliwag carries the card. Honestly, I agree. The Mew does look a little weird. I mean, I think it's cool, dude. It's a blue Mew. Like, Shiny Mew is so awesome. And is this... Have we gotten another Shiny Mew card before? I'm going to look this up. Because obviously we have Gold Star Delta Species Water-type Mew from EX Dragon Frontiers. My favorite set of all time. But in, like, Champion's Path... Oh, no, we did. Celebrations. Oh, and in... Oh, no. There's been a bunch. You have Gold Mew from Celebrations. You have Shining Mew from Shining Legends. And then there's another one over here, it looks like. A Shining Mew from Neo era, but it was only in Japanese. Oh, was this one like in a magazine or something? Or was some promo card? Neo promo Japanese. Shining Mew Japanese promo is what I'm going to look up. Shining Mew Japanese promo. Oh, there's the Game Boy Dragonite. Oh, yeah, here. Here's a PSA label. 2001 Japanese promo, Shining Mew, Koro Comics? I apologize, I don't know what that is. Was it like, so when Shonen Jump in Japan, they released the new edition, they'll release promo cards for TCGs of it so every so often. Like the one, I watched One Piece, for instance. And I know there was a Luffy One Piece promo card for the, an edition of Shonen Jump. So it might have been something like that. You're going to continue the Rowlet hunt for the wait for the indigo disc? I mean, do I have more eggs to hatch? If I have more eggs to hatch, I'm going to hatch all these eggs for sure. Yeah, so we have about a page and a half of Rowlet eggs. I'll hatch these. If I don't get it out of those, I'm probably just going to wait for indigo disc. Because it'll be more fun to just find it in the wild, if I'm being honest. That'll be way more fun. Because, like, hatching them's fine, but, like, actually finding them in the wild, I just think is so much more fun. It's such a better experience finding one in the wild as a shiny rather than hatching one as a shiny. The only reason we did Frigobacks is because it was just so painfully long. I'm excited for Indigo Disc, man. It's going to be every starter. Do we try to shiny hunt every starter in Indigo Disc? I definitely want to try to get a shiny Piplup for shiny Empoleon. I definitely want to get, obviously, a shiny, Rowlet. Beldum, but Beldum obviously isn't a starter. I'm trying to think what other shiny starters it would be. I don't necessarily... Maybe Froakie. I could just transfer one over from Pokemon Home or from Pokemon Go. On April Fools, you should hunt Zorua since it's the whole trick Pokemon. That's a good idea. I should. First thing I'm hunting for is Piplup and Duraludon. See, Duraludon doesn't have that crazy of a shiny for me, so I'm not like... I don't need that. You know, I should know. Here, this is what I'm going to do. The first Pokemon I'm going to go catch is Duraludon and get Archaludon. So I don't know how Archaludon you're going to be able to obtain it in the game. Obviously, like, I really wanted Blood Moon or Saluna. That you had to do the whole... You had to, like, get the X amount of Pokemon in the dex for it. The Kitakami dex. I'm interested to see, is it just going to be like, you just have to evolve it? You have to do some special thing to get some item to evolve it? Do some special challenge to evolve it? I'm interested to see how that plays out. Because that's obviously one of the big main additions of this Indigo Disc DLC. So I'm interested to see how it comes out. According to Riddler, Duraludon's not hard to evolve. Oh, perfect. That'll be awesome. If it's not hard to evolve, then there's no issues whatsoever with that. That'll be sweet. Maybe if it has a cool shiny. Are the shiny... They haven't released the shinies for that, have they? I have to look at A-Drive. A-Drive knows as much, if not more, than the Pokemon Company when it comes to Pokemon. I'm going to have to watch his stuff. Sometimes I think A-Drive knows this stuff before the Pokemon Company knows this stuff. Once again, my boy Hitmontop will be back. See, people complain so much about these games when they first come out. Like, oh my god, no national dex. But, like, you look about it in terms of, like, VGC and stuff. Like, it forces you then to use the new Pokemon. Like, so it gives us reason to like these Pokemon. Because if it was national dex from the jump, then everyone would... And obviously you make there's, like, Regulation E, or A... They make the Regulation series of them. It's not, like, every Pokemon, but, like... With it not being national dex, like, it limits so much the Pokemon you can use, and it forces you to use a lot of the newer ones. So I like it in that sense. But another reason why I like that there isn't a national dex from the start is because we get the Pokemon released like this. Like, it gives us something to look forward to in the DLCs. Like, that's something people are going to cry about every single Pokemon game. Because unless they release a Pokemon game with, like, all the gens in it at once, they're never going to release a Pokemon game with a national dex from the jump that they don't plan on releasing a DLC for. If they don't plan on releasing a DLC for a game, then maybe, just maybe, it'll have the national dex from the start. But if there's plans for a DLC, there's no way they're going to give the national dex from the start, because it'll give us something to look forward to in the DLC. I've heard of Tyranitar Tube. I've never heard of that other guy you watch. Like I told you guys, I watch A-Drive. I see him on TikTok all the time. A-Drive knows more than the Pokemon Company most of the time, I think. Oh, and you know what? Hour 20 in. We're going to end this stream there. I'm going to go eat dinner. Still got to make dinner and eat dinner. It's almost 7:30 here. Haven't even eaten dinner yet. I'm hungry. Didn't find shiny Munchlax today, but, you know, we had a good time streaming. I have fun doing these streams every time. It was a fun stream. I appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in. It means a lot. That is all for tonight. I thank you guys for watching. Next stream will be Friday. There will not be a stream tomorrow because tomorrow what I'm going to, be doing is recording a video for Saturday. I'm going to be opening Paradox Rift tomorrow. I am so excited for it. The video Saturday is going to be awesome. I haven't even opened it up yet, but I can assure you guys it's going to be awesome. If my luck for these booster bundles in Paradox Rift is anything close to what they were for Obsidian Flames, Saturday's video is going to be insane. So make sure you guys tune in for that. But that is all for the stream tonight. Next stream will be Friday. Same time, same place, doing another tier list. I'm excited for the tier list. I have a good idea of one to do, and I hope you guys are looking forward to it. That is all for tonight, though. Like I said, Snack Attack, thank you for tuning in. Mayo, thank you for tuning in. Golden Koopa, thank you for tuning in. Anyone else that may have tuned in, thank you so very much. Anyone else watching the replay of this stream, thank you so very much. I greatly appreciate it. That is all for tonight. Be sure to like and subscribe. This is the Poke Play.